stumble in the dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
Oh, Angel. Hey, your mic is, you're sounding like you're talking to me a million miles per hour. Ah, there you go.
All right. Well, those are always fun bugs that we get around here. Anyways, bringing in the league owner, one of the league admins here, Andy Smith, who had quite a successful season so far. But no, we're bringing you in just to tell us a little bit here about the veterans race for tonight.
Okay. Oh gosh, Ace probably would have been better for this. Basically, what we're doing
I can bring him in if you want me to.
I think I've got it figured out now. So basically what he wanted to do was basically make it Veterans Night. Veterans are the only ones who will be qualifying. Now, when I say that, everybody's going to qualify, but everybody who qualifies will end up behind a veteran. So basically, all the veterans are going to be pushed to the front, which we only have 5 or 6. So there'll be about 5 or 6 people who will be up front. But if that makes any sense at all.
It 100%. So for anybody who is listening, in case you don't understand, simply the 5 or 6 veterans in tonight's field, everybody has a chance to put a qualifying lap, but the 5 or 6 veterans will automatically be moved to the top 5 or 6 spots, however many there are, and everybody else will be starting behind them, just as a celebratory thank you for their service.
That's exactly it.
Perfect, Andy. Well, thank you very much. Good luck tonight. We'll send you off. I think we've talked to you enough this season, so we got to go bring somebody else in.
Sounds good.
You have a good one. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Well, in case it didn't come through earlier, we will not have a number 2 tonight on the broadcast, as we are getting a couple of people situated here on SRM, and just gonna have to be working on that just for tonight's race. But nonetheless, no problem. As I said earlier, we're gonna bring to you a broadcast tonight. It will be the James Wagner's Welding 100 here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Gonna do a big, of course, celebration for all of our veterans. For those of you watching down across the bottom of the screen, you're gonna see the names coming across. It'll be all the drivers currently out for their qualifying laps. Of course, everybody's at a they don't qualify all at the same time on track, where everybody's got a clean track just to themselves. Allows you, of course, just to have nice, clean qualifying lap. Nonetheless, going over some of the race info for tonight's race as we watch some of the qualifying laps. We have 70 laps here for the James Wagner Welding 100. Air temp, ambient air temp at 77 degrees, so nice. I'd say cool night. I live in Florida, so it's 80 something constantly in the evenings here. 56% humidity, about nice. Partly cloudy, 2 miles per hour wind, so really shouldn't make too much of a difference in the wind factor. Track temp, however, 79 degrees, so pretty warm in that aspect, which will it's cool now, and it's gonna get cooler just because this being a night race, which leads for some very grippy racing, and then, oh goodness, does that make for honestly some fantastic racing. So we'll be excited to see that as we see the 88 of Jeffrey Ledford currently out on track in his Toyota Tundra. The track itself, of course, a 1.5 mile track, as 70 laps puts us just somewhere around the 100-mile range. I think I took a wild guess for tonight's race, but officially putting us at 105 miles for tonight. James Wagner, the man, of course, we're assuming is our race sponsor for tonight, so thank you for putting in that effort for our drivers. We'll go ahead and find somebody that we can kind of just bother maybe here on and see if we can't have a chance to interview. Let's see. We're going to steal Andrew Safety Bob in the number 11 truck here to give him a chance for an interview. How are we doing today, eh?
We're doing. How are you doing?
Man, pretty good, pretty good. Haven't had a chance to speak with you in a little while, having raced with each other some time ago. But nonetheless, how are we doing tonight? How are we excited for tonight's race at Charlotte?
We're excited. Hopefully we lead more than what we did and not take the field out. That'd be great.
Hey, not taking out the field definitely is always going to be a good goal to achieve. Andrew, you got anybody watching here that you'd like to thank? I see that you're from Algress, Michigan, if I didn't butcher the pronunciation of that.
It's all gray.
Oh, great. Okay, there you go.
I'd like to thank my sponsors, TNC Sports Lounge. Also, we got a new one on board, McDonald Ford out of Freeland. They hopped aboard. Of course, friends, family, for putting up with me, because I kind of take up, like I said, quarter of the living room. The kids for being patient, because I I tell them to hush it while I race for about an hour. And then, of course, I race in honor of my buddy John Goik, who unfortunately passed away. So hopefully he'll ride with me tonight, and we'll actually score a victory.
Man, what a way to celebrate! Absolutely, a friend that would be. We wish you the best of luck tonight, safety Bob, and let's go out there and have a good one.
Oh, we plan on it, buddy. Thank you.
All right, we'll send him back. I hope I sent him back to the right room he was in, so he can chat with his buddies. We're gonna go ahead and bring up the grid tonight. Gonna try to do as many interviews as we can throughout tonight's broadcast. Get as many of our drivers to have a chance to talk with. But first, we'll go ahead and go down our starting grid. At the moment, well, actually, we're gonna give just a moment while let's see if they have to adjust the grid according to the veterans. Unfortunately, that is a setting on iRacing that is not available to give up. So let's go ahead and see our next driver. Let's see our first one. Actually, let's go ahead and bring our first one up that we can see pulling up here. See if we can find Jerome Cooper. Okay, so I don't see Jerome Cooper, so don't have a chance to talk to him. But we'll go ahead and leave it at that for the moment, just so these guys can get out there and race. Jerome Cooper looks like he'll be starting in your first position tonight, being the fastest of your veterans, it looks like. Tim Hollywood Richardson in the second position in that number 2 truck. Andrew Smith, as we just spoke to, one of the league owners, starting in third. Trevor Bergman in fourth in his U.S. Air Force. It's a beautiful looking paint scheme right there in that number 55 truck. James Cooper in the number 23 Toyota Tundra, the National Guard one. Dalton Steele in the number 59. Not sure if it's either a blank truck or maybe we just don't have the updated paint here from Trading Paints. Hopefully, if not, then let's get Dalton a sponsor going for the next race. Nonetheless, we're going to go ahead, getting ready to go green flag racing. Pace car is going to go down pit lane here. Get ready for some green flag racing on a Wednesday night here in beautiful Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jerome Cooper gets this race going as Tim Hollywood Richardson's going to get actually a very nice start there on the outside. Going to get a great run. Looks like he might be cleared for first as they go down here into turn number 1. I'll do my best to keep up with everybody in the chat. Me working alone here. Going to try my best. I'll jump back in every once in a while. Nonetheless, thank everybody for joining us tonight. Or it's going to be some exciting racing. Trevor Bergman going to quickly move to second. Dalton Steele to third. Jerome Cooper going to fall to fourth. Oh no! Do you get the 55 in the wall off of turn 4? He's going to come sliding across the front stretch. We're going to see if this brings out a caution. Has not brought a caution out. We're going to come here. It looks like they said this is going into turn number 3. We're going to be paying attention how he comes off of 4. He was battling for the, trying to get to the lead there. Oh, it looks like his wheel may even shut off. That truck just shot to the right there. He was able to hold the brakes at the very least, but that was a little odd to even watch. Unfortunately for him, as a caution did not come out to save him, so he's currently 18 seconds behind the leader, but he'll have plenty of opportunity here over the next 67, 68 laps. As right now, Andy Smith looking to the inside there of the number 2. He's easily going to take the lead going here into turn number 3 off of 4. We've got a new leaders. They are battling hard now for second, third, and fourth right behind. Man, it is a blast to watch these trucks. I'm telling you, when there is grip in this racetrack, you see them come driving through here 1 and 2. Separation, but there's still a good deal of racing here in the front pack, almost 3 wide as they dive down here into turn number 3. What's interesting about Charlotte is, again, another one of these where everybody says, oh, well, it's just an oval, it's a 30. He's able to just drive right on the apron. Looks like it may have even gotten a little loose. the 30 of James Wagner, our sponsor tonight, where of course, turns 1 and 2 are very different from 3 and 4. 1 and 2, you can carry so much more speed than you can in turns 3 and 4. 3 and 4, you got to get heavy on the brakes there in the 3, really coast it, and if you can stay low, maybe just a half a lane up, there's still just enough grip there. Not as fast, however, you do a great job of saving tire here. And Charlotte's a track where I think a lot of drivers forget how difficult it can be to have that to save tire. The tires can really get chewed up in these trucks, and that's what makes a track like Charlotte and a track truck combination of the NASCAR trucks to really allow such good quality racing that we're seeing, because these guys are still side by side on top of each other. And remember, this is mostly a rookie league where a lot of these drivers have never really had an opportunity to race in a league race. Of course, now we're now on our 6th race of the season, but still, this is showing some just great racing right now, as we are 6 laps completed here for the James Wagner's Welding 100. We follow along right now with Andrew Smith. We'll throughout the race tonight, we'll we'll do. Oh, we got our first caution of the night. Let's see what all happened here. Looks like Jeffrey Ledford may have had some type of involvement, maybe. Let's see. So he's on the outside of the 58 truck, coming off of turn number 2. It's Johnny Hurst. Oh, the 78 has to back it up a ton. The 29's trying to check up. There's no room. Oh, and the 78 gets turned into the wall. Oh, no room. It looks like Jeffrey Ledford makes it out pretty unscathed, but the biggest damage is going to be here for that 78 truck of Matthew Gall. We'll try to get past the stands here. All right, we're going to get a better look as to what all happened here. We'll actually jump on board. You're going to hear him going here into turn number 3. He's going to get very tight. Right here. He's chasing it. Off the throttle and just nowhere to go. There's just no room right there. Yeah, but that's going to get him turned sideways. Oh, that's a very hard hit there right at the end. Wow. We'll see if we can find him before we take a brief commercial break. Can we find Matthew Gall? Yes, we do. We're going to go ahead and bring him live in with us. Matthew Gall, the number 78 truck. This is Angel here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got us?
I got you, buddy.
Well, that was a hit of a lifetime there at the end. Are you okay on that one? I mean, wow.
I mean, physically I'm okay, but my heart's not.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's gotta get my heart racing too, just watching. I can only imagine. If there's any chance you're in VR, oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
No, definitely not in VR. Good thing. Good thing for that, yeah. But, yeah, I was cruising along there for a little bit, and we're not really sure what exactly. I know I got clipped on the right side there, put me in the wall, and that last hit at the end, I'm not sure where that came from. Didn't even see it coming.
We actually saw there, it looks like that you just got very tight off of turn 4. Are these trucks already starting to lean tight as here 8 laps into the run?
Yeah, I would say so. Tire fall off is pretty quick here, so if you notice, I'm trying to run the high side a little bit, keep the throttle as wide open as I can. But just from lap 2 to lap 7, just a big difference in what you can do. You got to lift a little bit more, so it's the fall off is big. Grip starts really good because we're in a night race, but because we're we're running pretty hard and full throttle out here, it falls off quick, and then you gotta play with that throttle a little bit.
Yeah, that's probably the best way you could have possibly explained that. Where the grip makes you're going so fast and you love the grip, at the same time you're trying to manage the tire wear in that. If I have a recommendation for you, turns 3 and 4, use a little bit more of the middle to lower lane for most of the run. It's a little slower, yes, but you do save a lot more tire that way.
I'll give it a shot. Thank you.
Give it a shot. See if it works. If I'm wrong, well, then I'm in the broadcast booth and not racing for a reason. So
All I cost myself was a couple laps.
there you go. Exactly. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Always a blast to bring the drivers in. Let's go ahead and put them back, hopefully, in the right spot up there. Nonetheless, always a great chance to speak to the drivers as they're out there on track. Good to see them back out onto the lead lap with the 2 fast repairs they get. Pace cars down pit lane to hit the restart zone. Andrew Smith, he is off and away. Easily clear for first, as it is a battle now for third. Really, a second is able to clear down. Dalton Steele in that number 59 truck. Third will belong to James Cooper, and Jerome Cooper is going to stay side by side trying to fight with James Wagner as they come off turn 2, trying to stay single file for a couple of rows, but we got some guys with a good run off of 2 looking to make something happen going into turn 3. Oh, that's going to get loose there for the 29. You see he's going to clip the apron. Great recovery for Jimmy Rowdy in that number 29 truck. He's going to be able to merge back out onto the racetrack. Just going to be behind a little bit in the process. I'm trying to look through here. Some of these drivers tire wear even just 8 laps into the run. So you had about, let's see, 6, 7 drivers did not come down pit lane that time. So looks like trying to save a set of tires, of course, for this race. Again, 70 laps. They are given 3 additional sets of tires, giving them 4 total tire sets. Not to do the math off the top of my head, just because I have a good enough calculator right next to me. That'll give you about 17 to 18 laps a set of tires. So ideally, you don't want to have pit just yet to try to save your set, but hey, if you get yourself a nice long green flag run, which is typical of Charlotte, you may not even need that extra set. Hey, you want to go ahead and use it while you have that advantage. Yeah, Tim's gonna have to have a little bit of a recovery. However, it's gonna be maybe a little bit difficult. I know 8 laps isn't a ton on tires, but you heard the 78 there, Matthew Gall, talking about how that was enough to already start to feel the difference. And right then and there, the 7's going to have to be, he's sandwiched. The driver in front of him, Johnny Hurst, is on fresh tires. Matthew Ace behind him. Jimmy Rowdy, who was involved, or who was almost losing it there a few laps ago, he's got now the fastest lap of the race as a whole, a 30.33. That is massive. That is almost that is a good 0.3 of a second quicker than the next driver's fastest lap. So he is a man on a mission right now. Hopefully he doesn't wear out his tires too much in the process, as we're 16 laps now completed, or on lap 16, 15 laps completed of the 70 lap race. About the 20 lap mark, we'll give ourselves a run through the field, but right now we got ourselves a nice battle for the lead. It is the 59 Toyota Tundra of Dalton Steele. Again, if he needs a sponsor, we need to get him one. He is right now battling hard for the lead here at Charlotte for the Veterans race, as he is battling side by side with an already race winner this season, for Andrew Smith. So we have side by side still. And it looks like Dalton might be able to finally clear him. Yes, he'll finally clear him here off of 2. We got yourselves a new leader in the number 59 Toyota of Dalton Steele. As Andrew Smith falls to second. Dalton was, of course, your actual pole sitter. He had the fastest lap overall. Was not one of the veterans, of course. So he, in a sense, lost the pole there. But he put the fastest lap, and there he is now showing why he was the pole sitter. He is up front and already putting a hefty distance between him and Dalton Steele, or him and Andrew Smith, I apologize, as Jimmy Rowdy is there, and he's brought James Cooper, James Wagner, Johnny Hurst. They're all right there. Throw a blanket through right over second through maybe 6. Oh, we got a caution here. Oh no, it looks like Matthew Gall might be involved in this one as well. This is going to be unfortunate for him. Let's jump. The 78's here on the inside of it. Looks like the 36. You got the 88 behind him. The 8's in front. Oh, the 8's going to come. Oh, yeah. I think the 78 was going to try to fit the nose in there. The 8 just wasn't anticipating it. And unfortunate for some of the other drivers going to get involved in that one as well. Alright, so we'll do a run through of the field when we go back to green flag racing. In the meantime, you got your leaders coming down pit lane. Dalton Steele, Jimmy Rowdy, once again, going to use his second set of tires maybe. We'll actually stay focused on him as he is the furthest up of these drivers who had pit previously. The next one is Johnny Hurst in 7th, although Chad Hawkins is actually going to stay out on the track. 29's going to take tires, so he will take a second set. And Jonathan Vandenberg, he's going to go ahead and get an opportunity to get some nice track position here in that number 26 Ford F-150. And then Chad Hawkins there in first place by now pitting after pitting on lap 8 for the both of them. They'll be the only two drivers not pitting under this caution flag. And as we do complete lap 20 here, we're going to take our first commercial break here of the evening. Got to pay the bills here at SRM. We'll be right back, everybody. All right, we are back here live from Charlotte Motor Speedway here in Concord, North Carolina for the Roughneck Racing series, as we are sponsored tonight by James Wagner's Welding for the James Wagner's Welding 100. We're going to go over right now. Looks like our current leader, of course, having stayed out, is Chad Hawkins and Jonathan Vandenberg. Both will be your two biggest movers of the race. Chad Hawkins up 6 positions and Jonathan Vandenberg up 16, virtue of not pitting this time around, having pit the last time around. Go ahead and pull up the point standings actually here. Chad Hawkins, this will be some nice laps led for him as he is back in 18th position in the standings at the moment. Then you have the number 26. Let's see, where is Jonathan? Right before we go green flag racing here, he is 14th currently in points. We'll go more over on points. Oh no, pace lights are on. I'm looking. Everybody's side by side. Everybody's eager to get green flag racing, but we still actually have one more caution lap for everybody. Hold on tight. And of course, as always, if you are rooting for somebody in chat, let us know who you are. I will do my best to get over there and check and make sure that we get an opportunity to give them an interview. But once we go green flag racing here in just a few moments, we will kind of give a quick rundown through the field, get everybody a chance to be, of course, talked about, and we'll see if we can't get somebody in for the another interview here in the next caution break if we have one. What's going to be very interesting to me is some of these drivers who did pit a second time, taking a second set of tires, is that you now only have one set left for, well, you're going to divide the last 50 laps of this race over 2 sets. So you use your first set in 8 laps, but you're going to have to stretch each of the next 2 25 laps apiece. So definitely your hope is that we have a nice long green flag run here and hope for the best, but we'll have to see how that works out and or exactly how it work out. Right now, we're looking to go green flag racing once again. The Iracing.com pace car is going to pull down pit lane. Chad Hawkins, he's the control car, going to come through the restart zone, and he is off and away. Dalton Steele with a great restart next to him. The 26 did not get a very good restart. I'm not one to speak. It's one of my biggest struggles, so I understand on that one, but man, Chad Hawkins, a great start. Dalton Steele, probably the best start. He's going to have the fresh tires. He's going to go right by him on the inside. Hawkins had to leave for 1 and 2, but Dalton Steele back to the front here, wasting no time. Is Jimmy Rowdy looking to join him there? He's going to move to second. For Chad Hawkins, his hope is going to be that we go maybe 10 laps here, and another caution comes out. That'll give him an opportunity to come down pit lane, get a fresh set of fuel goods, for some other ones to come down pit lane, waste their set of tires while saving a set for yourself. The 58 Johnny Hurst looking to make his way through. He also pit here on this last caution. The only two, again, who did not were Chad Hawkins and Jonathan Vandenberg. So they'll be doing their best to hold off these drivers who have a minimum of 10 lap fresher tires than they do. Yeah, Tim has had both of those wrecks happen right behind him. He's been in a pretty lucky break up until now. Right now running in 10th for Mr. Tim Richardson. Is top 3 of the top 4 drivers just put down their fastest laps of the evening. Not the fastest laps of the race, but their personal fastest. Says we are 3 wide to 7. Man, he really wanted to stick it in there. Dennis did, but he had to back it off as the 13 Chris Ramsey and Larry Fairman are side by side there. Oh, Larry's going to hit the wall. The 7 hit the wall. I'm pretty sure the 50 of Johnny tagged the wall there off of 4. Everybody following suit. Oh, the 13 tried to clear himself. He wasn't clear, I think. Don't know if that was him clear himself or the other truck coming down, but that's going to be a massive wreck right there. Wow. We just so happen to be watching as it happened. Heavy damage for the 13. Engine is done on that. He'll hope to be able to coast it back around as the pace car comes around him. Let's see exactly what happened here that ensued that. We were, again, right on board, or looking right above as it happened. I'm going to fast forward to this bit here. Okay, so the 13... 99 gets into the wall, so he's slow. Oh, and there was some net code in that, but that was probably going to be... The 13 was clearing up. 99 came down just a little bit, but the 99 was already there. And again, that's just a little bit of net code. That's unfortunate. Going to cause just a pretty bad incident there for the 99 of Larry Fairman and the 13 of Chris Ramsey. All right, let's see who we want to bring in next. Actually, let's see if find Chad Hawkins here. I know he was. No, maybe not. You know what? We'll do this. We'll go ahead and bring in your current points leader and your 5th place truck, the 88. All right, this is the 88 of Jeffrey Ledford, Angel, here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got me?
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Doing pretty good. We're having a show here tonight right now that we've been able to experience. Our current points leader, according to iRacing points, assuming that one is the point system, of course, set up. Running in 5th here, lap 28. These string of cautions, man, how difficult is it to manage wanting to get the fresh fuel goods and also not using them all up yet?
Well, the plan now is to save a set for a late run. Everybody's racing tight. It's close quarter race, and everybody's beating and banging on each other. Just trying to pick through traffic what I can, trying to, mind my business, stay out of everybody's mess. I want those tires; they feel good, but right now I gotta save a set for late. That's when I'm gonna need them.
So Jeffrey, question for you is how is the atmosphere right now? You said everybody's hard racing. It's clear to us. We're having a blast right now watching it. But how's that atmosphere like in the race? And as you're trying to just continue to just build a point lead.
It's fun. So when we done the little veteran thing at the beginning of the race, I knew it was going to jumble things up, but I was kind of glad, to get the veterans out there and get them some screen time out in front of everybody where they deserve it. I knew then I was going to have to just be very slow about it. I'm usually trying to go through people pretty quick, but right there, I wanted to take my time. I got a little tap up in that first wreck, but it's been fun. Stressful but fun. I guess that's the best way to put it.
It has been an absolute blast to watch from here. We're gonna go ahead and let you go back. We see everybody's lined up side by side again, ready to go. Green flag racing here. Good luck, and hopefully we're talking to you here at the end of this one.
Oh yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, I believe we put him back in this correct spot right there. We'll go back to the leader here, Dalton Steele, in the number 59 Toyota Tundra. Again, no sponsors. Get this guy a sponsor. Great looking machine in the sense of, man, he's got some speed tonight. The 14 Andrew Smith, the 29 that is Jimmy Rowdy gonna be blinking in a little bit out here. Happens when you get all the trucks right on top of each other during these cautions. Yeah, just jumping in for that last wreck. Yes, that probably is gonna leave a mark. That one was unpleasant. Iracing.com pace car looking to hit pit lane. Looking here from the spotters booth. Gonna hit the Geico restart zone, and they are off to 59. Dalton Steele with a good start. Andrew Smith gonna try to stay side by side with him as they're gonna try to get around the 29 truck as he blinks in a little bit more. Now it's a side-by-side battle for second as they drive through turns 1 and 2. It's going to stay just on his right rear quarter panel. The 14 is trying to get with him. Going to be a little careful. He's going to keep blinking in and out. You don't want to be in the midst of some netco. The 14 actually going to have a very good run there through 3 and 4. Going to have a great run. He's now going to easily clear for second. He's looking for the lead as they go down here into turn number 1. They're going to keep it mostly single file. The 29 is going to pull off to the bottom. He may have gotten a word from race control that he might have to pull off if he's having some of his connection issues. Looks like he'll be just fine right there on his own. We'll have to see what more from there. Chad Hawkins hanging on nice to 7th as is Jonathan Vandenberg in 8th. Even with that caution coming out, they still stayed out there. And there it is, our next caution. Let's try to find what all happened here. Looks like the 7 might have been involved in this. Jump just over, see exactly what may have happened. Oh, he's going to tag the wall for 4. Sometimes they can just reach out and grab you. Tries to save it. Actually, does a great job. Locks it down. Oh, just nowhere to go. I don't know who may have gone into it. That may have been safety Bob. Just nowhere to go for him. But good job there for Dennis being able to lock it down. Let's go jump over. Race leader Dalton Steele here. Let's see who we're going to harass. Actually, we're going to go let them hit pit lane here first. Give them the opportunity to get their strategy settled. Don't want to have any... don't want to mess anybody up while they're trying to make their pit stop. So you see the 13, Chris Ramsey, staying out there. Looks like the 99 of Larry Fairman as well. We got one truck turn around on pit lane here, actually. couldn't quite tell from our angle who that was. So Chris Ramsey and Safety Bob going to be the two drivers staying out. 13 and the 11 truck. Dalton Steele looks like he's going to still have the lead coming off of pit lane. Going to take his next set of 4 fresh fuel goods. Andrew Smith as well. Let's see if we can find race leader Chris Ramsey. Not everybody's on Discord, which is no problem at all. So it looks like we'll move to the next. Let's see. Let's see. I think we're gonna get the right James Wagner this time. James, you got me. This is Angel here in the SRM broadcast booth.
I copy you.
All right, well, we'll get you in for an interview this time around. Now that I know who I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But no, tell us a little bit about well, of course, you being the sponsor for tonight's race, as one would imagine.
Yeah, it's actually my father that owns the business. I'm pretty much James Wagner Jr. So.
Well, no problem at all. About the welding business, of course, thanks for putting up and sponsoring. Always helpful whenever we can help support our the leagues that we race in. Aside from that, right now you're running here in 6th place. Give me a feel for how the race has gone right now. We're going to be at the halfway point here at the next lap.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. I'm just saving my truck right now. Just biding my time. Trying to save my tires a little bit. Other than that, it's pretty good.
Well,
I think I got a good truck for the end.
We'll absolutely be looking for you here then at the end, James. We'll let you go and good luck. Hopefully we're talking to you at the end.
All righty, I appreciate you.
And let's see if we can bring in, one of our other drivers that we have. And let's go bring in Jimmy Rowdy here. He's had himself quite the evening. Jimmy, this is Andrew here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got me?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, you've had quite the eventful race tonight. Tell us about how it's going, and man, how do you plan to make it through the rest of it?
Yeah, definitely the beginning was a little rough there. Got into it with Matthew Gall and someone else, but it's just a racing thing. Everyone, jockeying for a position early, and I was able, luckily, to keep it going and use one of my faster pairs, and been just making my way through the pack slowly.
And how's been the ability to save tire? We'll try to let you go here in a moment. I know you're about to go green flag racing, but just to get a quick insight on that.
Tire wear hasn't seemed to be too bad. I know definitely if you got fresh tires and you want to run the bottom, you definitely have to feather that throttle, or that back end is just going to come around. I ran into that issue earlier in the race. I don't know if y'all caught that or not, but I was luckily able to gather it up and save it.
Yes, we saw that coming off of 4, I believe. It was a great save, too, and then immediately going to put down the fastest lap still of the race. We'll let you go back. Good luck, and as I said, hope we can talk to you here at the end.
All right, thank you, guys. Thank you for everything.
All right, as I always say, we're going to hope we put him back where he needed to go. All right, we're jumping back here to the leader, Chris Ramsey, and Andrew Safety Bob, who did not actually come down pit lane here. The two drivers trying to save an extra set of tires where they can. Chris Ramsey, the control truck here as they go through the Geico restart zone. Gonna get a big launch. He is clear for first. Dalton Steele gonna try to clear for second. Looks like he will. Safety Bob will actually clear for third, and here comes Andrew Smith here on the outside. Man, go back a little further here. Yes, they're going to be side by side for. Oh, there we go. Dalton Steele was able to clear Chris Ramsey. The battle here is in the back as the 88D is trying to find his way around Safety Bob. Remember, he's on older tires compared to Jeffrey on newer tires. Gonna have to show some patience right there. You saw him have to back out of the throttle. You know he didn't want to. You wish he could have just kept on going, but patience is key right now. Still just barely past the halfway point for our current leader in point leader Jeffrey Ledford. Some of the other trucks are gonna start go the 8 sideways. George Bolus into the inside wall. I think. Oh, he's gonna lose it here in the downshift. He's gonna. Looks like he should be all right. Might not bring out the caution. We'll jump back up here. Leader is still Dalton Steele. Andrew Smith now in second, hot on his tail, 2/10 behind that last time around. He was about half a tenth quicker, just a little bit more than that. As Dalton is riding the white line, that thing was loose. Looked like it was. I don't know how he was drifting that through there, just about looked like, but not going to be quick enough as the 14 is right on him. We've got ourselves a battle for the lead. He's going to back off, but here comes the 29 of Jimmy Rowdy right on him, pounds per second as the 14 had to back off to not get into the 59. Man, what great action we're getting here now as we've got 31 laps to go, so we're past the halfway point now. 30 laps to go coming up, 30 and a half. The tight battle for second between Andrew Smith, Jimmy Rowdy, and James Wagner. You got to throw him in here on the list as he goes to the outside of the 29. The 59 was loving it, but now the 14 is clear. Now they're going to be a little bit more clear. Here comes the 58, Johnny Hurst. He just put down his fastest lap of the day, a 30:35. That is extremely quick. He's trying to put his hat here into the ring. 30 laps into this race, we're going to go ahead and take this opportunity to go right up to the battle for the lead. Forget what we were going to do. It is hard-nosed, side-by-side racing for first between the 14 and the 59. We'll jump on board here maybe with the 59. Let's see what his car is experiencing handling-wise. We're almost 10 laps into this run. Listen to the tires here as they go through the turns. That's going to be the biggest thing, to hear that tire wear. Actually, it looks like Dalton's actually going to clear Andrew Smith there off of 4. Yeah, you can hear he's doing a much better job to save tire when he's not battling someone. You didn't hear that tire scraping almost as it sounds sometimes. Andrew Smith has spirited battle for first for a moment, but now he is ready to fall into the clutches of not 1, not 2, but 3 different trucks. The 58 of Johnny Hurst continues to make his way up to the front. He is now almost clear for third, but man, James Wagner's not going to give him a chance. I think if they had a big enough run, they'd take Andrew Smith 3 wide if they could right now. Oh, contact of 30 gets into the 58. They are big wreck going into turn 3. From second on back. We see them coming off of 2. I want to slow it down. The 30 he's right there. See, the 58 comes up. Oh, 30 comes down. Oh, yeah, 30 comes down. I think maybe he expected the 58 to come down as well. Unfortunate for Andrew Smith to get caught up in that one. You see the 29 going to skate on by right on that white and blue line, harvicking it through there. 88 mostly unscathed. The 14 looks like maybe just right rear damage, if that. Nice on him. Jimmy Rowdy's going to go ahead and stay out here. While he does that, while some of these drivers hit pit lane, we'll take our second break here of the evening. Pay some bills here on SRM, and we'll be right back. All right. We are going to be clear here. Pit lane. As mentioned, Jimmy Rowdy is going to be the first driver to have stayed out. So we're going to cross here and have what looks to be 24 laps to go. Lights on the pace car still on, so we have at least one more lap here under caution. Let's see if we can't go harass somebody else. We're coming close to the end of this where we can't interview people. I don't interview anyone after who's on the lead lap at that point. Here we go. Jonathan, this is Angel here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Well, I want to thank you for joining us here tonight. You got a beautiful paint scheme in that Ford F-150 for the James Wagner's Welding 100. How's your truck handling for you tonight there, John?
Pretty loose. Tight. Loose in the loose on entry, tight on exit, you know. Just trying to keep it under me.
Well, loose on entry, tight on exit. Well, my best recommendation I can give for you there, Jonathan, get that brake bias adjusted a little bit. Don't forget to continue to adjust it during the run. I apologize. I hope we're not bothering you too much. I know they're probably, but nonetheless,
Oh, you're good, buddy. Yeah.
And just from there, be easy on throttle or getting back on the throttle throughout the entire run. It'll be a little slower at first, but it's that end speed that'll give you a big bonus if you can help save that tire that way.
What I'm trying to do.
Well, I wish
fell off pretty quick the first run, but
exactly everything changes from there. We wish you luck, and we hope you get a good points day out of this one.
I'm hoping so.
Good luck there.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, 26 jump back over here to his race room with Safety Bob, as now we should be getting lined up side by side, ready to go green flag racing. Well, I'll be quiet for a moment and watch these beautiful trucks as they drive right on by, and we'll give it just a few moments as we're getting ready to go green flag racing. It'll be 22 laps to go. It's going to be some amped up drivers right now. You thought the racing was intense before. Give them about 20 laps to go. A fresh set of feel goods for a good portion of them. Looks like everybody that's not in the top 5. And a nice grippy track. For our viewers right now in our chat, let me know what are we thinking here for the end of this race. As I mentioned, we got 20 laps to go. Green flag about to go down, but let me know who you think is gonna win this one here at the end. Jimmy Rowdy, a great restart, easily cleared for first. James Cooper gonna take advantage for second. The 99 of Larry Fairman for third, as the battle's gonna have to be for fourth and fifth right now. Dalton Steele, one of the drivers who did not actually take tires there. I'm sorry, Dalton Steele did. Chad Hawkins in the 84, once again, using some of that strategy to get back to the front, not taking his set of feel goods. Dalton Steele says, nope, I want him. I love being first. I'm going to go back up there and get it. Larry Fairman actually hasn't pit since lap 26, maybe. Wow, he's on 25 lap old tires. I don't know if he maybe used the set accidentally, which is an unfortunate thing has happened to the best of us. So we'll have to keep an eye on the guys with the freshest tires. Dalton Steele, again, as we mentioned, having pit on this last caution. The next person on fresh tires is Jeffrey Ledford in 7th, so he's got some time to make up as they're trying to make their way up towards the front. Jeffrey Ledford, James Wagner, all these trucks, they've all got fresh feel goods, which is great, but when everybody else has got them next to you, it's hard to get up there to the front, and sometimes it's an advantage to those guys who decided not to pit, and that's why you always want as many trucks as possible between you and those who did pit. While we finally have this opportunity, we're going to go through a rundown of the field. We're going to start with leader Jimmy Pyland Rowdy from Midwest City, Oklahoma, who is under heavy attack right now from the 23 truck of James Cooper. But it is Dalton Steele, the man on fresh tires. He is on them, hounding them hard in the number 59 Toyota Tundra for third. Larry Fairman, our only Canadian in the field in the U.S. Marines. Beautiful paint scheme there right now. In fourth, Chad Hawkins in fifth. But we're going to jump back up to the front. It is almost a three-wide battle. Almost, not quite. Definitely a big three-way battle for the lead. Telling you, it ramps up now. The 29, he is trying to do some hard side drafting on the 59. He's like, you got fresh tires, but I have the preferred lane, and I can do some hard side drafting to keep you down there. And that's what these guys are doing, pinning the 59 as low as they can. This is the best you could do. Question is, how much longer can your truck afford to pin someone down there? Yeah, the 59 will finally be able to clear Jeffrey Ledford next, and the problem is, in doing so, you use up more of your own tires. So when some of these other fresh tires come to you, oh, it hurts even more as they try to get past you. As the 29 is going to slide up some very tight. The 88 is going to be able to turn under him with the fresh fuel goods, and he'll dive under him in turn number 3, hope to clear him off of 4. As you see, these two guys are still battling right here for first. The 23 of James Cooper, he is not willing to give up this lead. Oh, the 88 is going to tag the wall. Can he save it? Wow, what a save. That truck was almost all the way pointed to the right. Wow. Let's see if we can get back to that point here. Let's see. The 88's behind them. Okay, so this is coming off of turn 2, going into turn number 3. So we're gonna fast forward briefly, coming off of 4. Oh yeah, it just gets tight, goes up the track. So easy to do, especially when you're in traffic. Wow, what a save! Great awareness for the 29 as well, not to just drive into him. And again, nothing sometimes you can do about that. So great job there. 23 James Cooper, he's holding strong right now in the 59. You got to wonder if maybe Dalton Steele either used up his tires trying to get here, or is he maybe also trying to save some tire himself? But you'd really want to get around in the first, get some clean air in the nose of your truck to be able to save the best tire. But here we are, 14 laps to go. And now he's got a chance. He's still there. We'll jump over to Jeffrey Ledford right as we were we quit going through the field. He's in third, up 8 spots right now from North Wilkesboro. Matthew Ace from Roaring River, North Carolina. Jimmy Pyland Rowdy, as we previously mentioned, right now up here in the 5th position again. Did not pit that last time around, as he has Johnny Hurst with fresh tires looking low in the 58. Chris Ramsey in that number 13 truck. He's been up and down, led some laps as well today. He's trying to make a nice recovery. So far, back up to 7th after being involved in a pretty hefty wreck earlier that saw his engine destroyed. Chad Hawkins also had not pit on that last one here. Still holding on strong in 8th in that number 84. Tim Hollywood Richardson, he did pit that last time around, struggling a little bit to get through the field in what is another beautiful patriotic scheme tonight. He's in that number 2 truck. He had started in the 9th spot, so now up 1 spot to 8th. James Wagner now fighting hard with the 84. Almost close contact. That's a beautiful side-by-side hard action you'd love to see. Is Jimmy Rowdy, he's coming down pit lane. Don't know if he just hit the wall again or if this is just a scheduled pit stop, because he didn't pit that last time, hoping for a caution. Yeah, Andrew, safety Bob, he's also on pit lane. The 59 did, of course, finally clear for the lead as Matthew Ace, he's now right on Ledford trying to fight hard. He did pit that last time around. So now everybody looks like top 7 drivers all did come down pit lane the last time around. Oh, we got a caution with 10 to go. Oh, we have some drivers coming off pit lane. Looks like James Cooper might be involved in this one. Oh, he was coming. Let's see what happened, because I thought he was our leader. Let's see. He's trying to come to pit lane. It looks like he's on the apron. I don't know if he ran out of fuel or something. Yeah, we can't see what happened. Don't quite know what the caution was for, but all right. Let's see if we can't bring somebody in here. Now we got 10 laps to go. We don't really like to talk to the drivers, but everybody's not on the lead lap. No, everybody's on the lead lap. No, 10 laps to go, 9 laps to go now. I will not be bringing anybody in. As Dalton still making his way down pit lane. He said, nope, give him to me. I got one last set. I want him. This is interesting because Jeffrey Ledford's not going to pit. Matthew Ace doesn't either. Johnny Hurst is... And a lot of these guys, it could be that they're on their last set. Their bet is made. So we'll have to see. I mean, if you've got a set of tires still, yeah, you've got this one. And Dalton Steele, one of the fastest guys all night. It looks like he may have that set of tires for us. Yes, he is. You see the left side's going up right there. James Wagner, the 55. Yeah, let me try to see through here if anybody's not on the lead lap that we can bring in. We're going to bring in Safety Bob one more time. I'm sorry, we just cut in your conversation. I try not to interview anybody on the lead lap towards the end of a race as a broadcaster promise. So unfortunately, we'll have to pull you from the pool of those not on the lead lap. Any idea what happened with the caution there?
I have no clue because I was in the pits getting fuel.
Yeah, it was just kind of odd. So I figured let's just try to bring somebody in. Well, how do you manage this now? The last couple laps of this race, these guys are intense up there.
Yeah, I keep letting them by because they got fresher tires than I do. I'm trying to save the truck for the last 10 laps. I tried to push the fuel window a little too far and basically ran out of fuel, and then ended up speeding on pit lane. That's how I ended up a lap down.
It's always one thing if you mess up one thing and it seems like it snowballs. That's unfortunate. Hate to hear that for you, but hey, hopefully you can try to make up some more spots before the end of this one.
If I put it on the truck at the end of the night in one piece, I'm a happy camper.
Hey, there you go. I'm sure the team owner will be happy. Good luck out there.
Bye.
I'll thank him for giving us that chance. We should be coming to 1 to green here. That will give us 6 to go then, but 5 laps to go once the green flag is dropped once again. So it is gonna be, well, 5 laps. Do you have enough time? I mean, your next guy with a fresh set of tires is Jimmy Rowdy. It looks like he pit on lap 59. I don't know. He only had a 6.5 second stop, so no, he definitely didn't take tires then. So Dalton Steele would be the first guy with a fresh set of fuel goods. Him and James Wagner, they're going to be restarting in 9th and 10th. That's 5 rows deep. I don't know. Anybody out there watching, you guys think that this is going to be possible? I'd love to see it happen. It's going to make for some great racing. Definitely looks like the pace lights are off here for the iRacing.com pace car. So we'll be ready to go. Green flag racing, 5 laps to go. It will be here in the James Wagner Welding 100. Oh, this is going to be some exciting stuff here. While we wait for the trucks to make it back around the other half of the racetrack here, next week we will be visiting for round 7 of this of the Roughneck Racing series is the infamous track of North Wilkesboro in beautiful North Wilkesboro County, North Carolina. So gonna be interested to see how these drivers react to a short track that's like North Wilkesboro. Of course, we had Bristol, some great racing there. And really excited just to see what they pull off for North Wilkesboro and maybe some throwback paint schemes. I don't know. We'll have to see what these drivers are thinking about. All right, iRacing.com pace card going down, getting ready for green flag racing. There it is, the 88. He is up and running. He is gone. We are back to green flag racing. 5 laps to go. Matthew Ace going to clear for second. Johnny Hurst in third. It's going to be the big question of how long does it take for some of these guys on the fresh tires to make it there? And do they have enough time? Cautions will be their best friend, so you don't want cautions if you're with some of these front drivers. 29, he puts a big block on the 59. The 59 is going to put the bumper to him. He's going to give him the old bump and run, the chrome horn. He does a great job of it, too. The 29 doesn't wreck. He keeps it together. If you're going to block, you know that's going to be expected. That is great job there by Dalton Steele to move him where he needed. But, man, he's got some work to do. 4 to go, and we have a caution. Oh, no, it's going to be the 14 of Andrew Smith. Let's see what exactly happened to Andy here. It's on the outside. The 23, the 84 R2 is inside. 26 going to slide up in front of him. Oh, at the same time with the 84 getting loose. Oh, the 14 was just in the wrong spot at the wrong time, as was some of the other drivers. Unfortunate there for Andy. Hopefully he'll be able to recover. But I believe we are probably going to be ready to have a green-white checkered. Andrew Smith being second in the point standings, this is not going to help him, as your current leader is Jeffrey Ledford, your point leader as well. So that's definitely not going to be ideal for Andy. We'll have to look to see James Wagner currently in 8th, still ahead of him. Going to be a big points boost for him. So a lot of these drivers having an opportunity to make up some points on your current points leader. Yeah, Ledford has got 2 wins this season, as does Andrew Smith. So they're having won a pair of races this season. The other one being Bradley Worley, who that was his only race he competed in just before we got started broadcasting with the league. Very happy to be on board right now, and really enjoying the racing that we've been having, especially with what's going to be some green-white action here. Wondering if Dalton Steele looks like he's in 7th, so he gained 2 spots, as did James Wagner. They were 9th and 10th, or oh no, okay, so yeah, 2 spots. Yeah, they were 9th and 10th. So that's not enough. We'll have to see. Dalton's still going to be restarting on the inside, assuming one of the drivers in front of him doesn't pit, so that'll put him in a bad position as well. Not in the more ideal in regards to what is of course, your preferred line. But nonetheless, as we discuss over to the James Wagner's Welding 100, coming down here is actually the James Wagner Welding 105, but my random guessing and math counted apparently for only 68 laps and not the full 70 for tonight. We'll go through your field here. While they're under caution, Jeffrey Ledford, as we mentioned previously, is your current leader from North Wilkesboro. So he'll really be happy with a win and that type of momentum as he heads into his hometown. Matthew Ace in second from Roaring River, North Carolina. Johnny Hurst in third. Chris Ramsey in fourth. Tim Hollywood Richardson, also from North Wilkesboro in fifth. Jimmy Rowdy in sixth from Midwest City, Oklahoma. Dalton Steele in seventh. James Wagner in eighth, also from North Wilkesboro. Matthew Gall in ninth from New Braunfels, Texas. I'll take a wild guess on that one. Jerome Cooper gonna round out your top 10. Trevor Bergman in the number 55 in 11th. Chad Hawkins in 12th. We've seen him do plenty of pit strategy today, and here he is still in the lead lap because of it. Jonathan Vandenberg also using some pit strategy as well earlier. He has not pit. He's one of the drivers who did not pit on that last one. George Bolus is one of only 2 drivers exactly where he started here in the 14th position. Safety Bob, as previously mentioned, being involved in that one. Looks like he doesn't have an extra fast repair because that left front is still pushed up. And the pace lights should go off here. Should put us 2 to go. Got somebody in our YouTube chat saying that he believes that Steele absolutely can do it. He said he's raced against him plenty enough, as well as Johnny, to not count them out. And hey, absolutely, with the speed he is showing today, I'm not counting him out. I'm just saying it's going to be a little bit more difficult than we anticipated. But that's what makes this stuff so much fun to be able to watch and to be able to broadcast. And these guys, they just keep putting on a show for us. Drivers coming down the Charlotte Motor Speedway backstretch. I'm surprised there's not a name for the backstretch as there is in most the speedways around the country, for especially with the history and the location almost. Regardless, iRacing.com official pace car, let's make that clear, getting ready to come down pit lane as it pulls off turn number 4 down the banking. Gonna go right past that cone. Drivers are gonna be side by side. As soon as that pace car dives down, they're gonna get ready. Let's jump on board. And there it is. You hear the gas. There it is. Full throttle. Up through the gears. It was clear for first as he went in, or clear for first, yes, as he went into turn number 1. The battle was for second between the 96 of Matthew Ace and Johnny Hurst. Here comes a 59. Dalton Steele 3 wide on the outside. The man on a mission. But we still have a battle for the first. The 96 gets into the 88. The 88 with a save. They're 3 wide for first as they come off of the turn 4. Dalton Steele exactly what he needed. He is sliding to the grass. They're 3 wide for second. He's still in the grass there. Does he have enough time? 1 to go. Does Johnny Hurst have enough racetrack between him and Dalton Steele? It's almost 20 lap difference on the tires. He's going to have to fight hard. He's going to put the block low. He's going to put the block high. Not enough. Here comes Dalton Steele to the inside. Can Johnny Hurst send it enough on the outside? Dalton's unfortunately going to have the fresh tires. Off of turn 4, Dalton Steele with the last lap pass. He's going to win the race. Wow. That was an unreal last lap of events right there. And I don't do this often enough, but we've got to go back and look at this here, because this is just unreal. So this is turn 3 and 4 with 2 to go, coming to white flag. 96, oh, he just has a big run on the 88 there. So he backs off. He didn't mean to do it. 58 is going to take advantage. He'll use up the 88 a little bit. 96 trying to throw the block. 59's got to run. He's still all the way down there. They're 3 wide back there. 29's going to have to back off. The big run. 58 was not going to have time to react to that. Yeah, he's just not going to be able to put down the power at that same time. Unreal. Last lap pass, last turn pass, really, right through 3 and 4. See the 59 of Dalton Steele burning it down. Let's go find him here. Let's see. All right, I'm not seeing our race winner here in chat, so congratulations to you, Dalton Steele. If you are, if you can jump in chat here before the broadcast ends, I will make sure to try to check again and get you in. Let's see. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on to our second place finisher. Let's see if Johnny Hurst is in. There we go. We find our second place finisher, Johnny Hurst, in the number 58 Chevy Silverado. Johnny, oh so close. Half a lap less than you had this one.
Yeah. Steele's coming hard. He had newer tires and this and that. And as soon as I looked back and seen him there, I know that I'd lost it. But I'll take a second.
Yeah, he had virtually 20 lap fresher tires. I mean, as soon as he got to second, I wasn't sure. I was like, I think Johnny's got enough. And when he got to you, I was like, oh, it's going to be close. You can pin him there in 3 and 4. But the fresh tires, without a doubt, was going to be way more than any driver was going to be able to handle. But Johnny, tell me about how your race went. Was second in the cards tonight, or was this unexpected?
No, the win was in the cards tonight. It's just I had an up and down deal. Think I got kind of took out there racing for third earlier in the race and worked my way back up. But hey, you know what? I'm glad it was second. I'll take it.
Hey, it was a great race, a good points race to go with it. Next week we head to North Wilkesboro. Is short track racing something that suits your style of racing, or is it something that you'd rather we were not there at?
No, I like short track racing. Grew up doing it, so I'm comfortable with it.
Hey, that's all that matters. Johnny, I'm sure you got some people you'd like to thank before we let you go celebrate this podium finish.
I'd like to thank my hot-ass wife for sitting here letting me do this stuff of evening. I appreciate that. But that's about it.
And she's the first one, the most important one to thank, that's for sure.
That's right. Got to thank her so I don't get a skillet in the back of the head.
Exactly. I feel you there on that one, Johnny. Congratulations on the podium, and let's see if we're talking to you from Victory Lane next week.
All right. Thank you, man.
All right. Second place finisher there, Johnny Hurst. We're going to go jump over now to see if we can bring in James Wagner. Well, James, we do get to talk to you for the second time tonight. Unfortunately, it's not from Victor Lane. Nonetheless, podium finish here in third. All right, James, can you hear us? Coming through? Oh. Okay, well, looks like we're having some technical difficulties being able to hear James. Yeah, we're not having some technical difficulties there getting in James. Okay, we're going to run through the results for tonight's race, and then we'll check one more time to see if our race winner will be available. Speaking of Dalton Steele, of course, your race winner tonight, I'm pretty sure probably led the most laps, even though it was a spirited 3 wide to the outside with 2 to go in the restart, and a last turn in the middle of 3 and 4 pass for the win, but still, of course, the man who did dominate this race. Johnny Hurst would finish second, James Wagner in third, Jeffrey Ledford in fourth, Tim Hollywood Richardson in fifth, Trevor Bergman is going to come home in sixth under number 55, Matthew Ace in seventh, Jimmy Rowdy in eighth, Jerome Cooper in ninth, and Andrew Smith is going to round out your top 10. Matthew Gall in 11th, Chris Ramsey in 12th. 13th belonged to Chad Hawkins. Larry Fairman will finish in 14th. James Cooper will finish 15th. Jonathan Vandenberg 16th. Andrew Bolus in 17th. Andrew Safety Bob in 18th. And Dennis Dameron Jr. going to round out the field there in 19th. That's some exciting racing tonight. Charlotte Oak is one of my favorite places to just race at and be able to broadcast regardless. So, such a ton of fun. We're going to see if we're going to jump in, see if we find all right. I'm glad we checked back. We've got race winner Dalton Steele here in with us. Dalton, you got us?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, congratulations. That was a spirited comeback there at the end, even though you dominated really most of the race, but it took until just about the last turn to finally get that done. Dalton, just talk to us about what was going through your head there over the final couple of laps.
Well, I got 2 sets of tires really quick off in the race, and I was kind of worried about that, and I was like, well, I'll just save my last set. So luckily the cautions came out the way they did, and then I had people short pit me about 10 laps prior come down get their last set, and then I came down about 10 laps ago, and I knew what I would have to do, so I was making every move I could through the grass, 3 wide. I think I took it 4 wide there at one point, but just I did everything I could to try to race clean and getting blocked and moving people out of the way, just anything I could.
I'll be almost ashamed that we didn't get to see the 4 wide, but the 3 wide from earlier was fantastic. We just look, kind of looking, this battle for the lead. You look in the background, Dalton Steele's taking a 3 wide on the outside on the restart, and suddenly these guys are beating and banging 3 wide for first, and here you are. Do you think that you still had a chance to win if they didn't get into each other the way they did in 3 and 4 coming to the white?
I think I would have got a top 5, but if they wouldn't have made contact, I don't think I would have caught them because they had too much momentum. Passing on this track, especially later in the run, made it really, really hard. Your tires were starting to wear. Even then, I had like 8 laps on my tires, and they were already starting to go. It makes it really hard to pass, but I'm just lucky and fortunate that they were able to make contact, and it just kind of gave me the green light to make some moves.
Yeah, the contact was great. We had some of the guys in chat with us. Crazy, one of our in YouTube here, Crazy 096, something of the sort. Regardless, Ron Yuan saying that having raced with you before, I had questioned, of course, as I have to do, whether or not you'd be able to come through the race, through and win it. It says, don't count him out. He's raced with you enough to know, and definitely proving me wrong and proving everybody at home that was a blast. Dalton, I'm sure you got some people you'd like to thank for the win tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to thank SVT Racing. That's where I came from. Johnny, that's the owner, and we joined this together. We were going to run matching paint schemes, but unfortunately my sponsors didn't come through for some reason. And Crazy for being my little cheerleader out there.
Oh, looks like we lost Dalton for a moment. Hold on, everybody.
Oh, you got me now?
There we go. We got him again.
Yep, SVT Johnny is the owner of the league, SVT Renegades. We were going to run matching paint schemes today, but unfortunately I couldn't get any sponsors last minute, so I had to just run a black car, and then my little cheerleader out there, Crazy.
Hey, you gotta love the cheerleaders that we can get all of the fans on YouTube. And yeah, I mentioned at the very start of the broadcast, I said I don't know if this is an a trading paints thing, where it's a base paint, or if Dalton doesn't have a sponsor. But he's running strong to start before you took the lead, and I said we gotta get him a sponsor. And I think this ought to prove that. Let's get out there and get Dalton a nice sponsor, a nice paint scheme for next week's Victory Lane at North Wilkesboro.
One can only hope.
Oh, man. Well, congratulations again, Dalton. And, hey, we'll see you next week.
Yep, see you. Thank you.
All right, everybody. We have race winner Dalton Steele there. Man, that was just a blast. That was just so much such a great race to watch, and just to be able to broadcast. Of course, I hope all of our fans here had an opportunity to enjoy it. We're gonna go ahead and sign off here for the evening. For those who haven't already, make sure you've liked, shared, subscribed, whatever you got to do. Get the bell notifications running for SRM. We have great racing, not just here Wednesdays at 6, here in a couple of hours. On most Wednesdays, we have a couple shows not running tonight, but on most Wednesdays have pretty sure 3 to 4 races a night. So this one ends early enough that as soon as it's finishing up, and go get yourself a quick bite, go use the restroom, and come back and watch the rest of the action we have. We have action going on Thursdays, Fridays, all throughout the week. And as always here at 6:45, 6:50 p.m. on Wednesdays for the Roughneck Racing League. We'll see everybody next week from North Wilkesboro.